show you my outfit.
I don't know what I'm gonna have to say in the post office.
Oh! Now you're probably wondering, where are you gonna do this?
Woo.
Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you are well. Today is Friday and I can't wait for the weekend. Mostly because here in Newfoundland, they've now implemented a double bubble leniency, I guess. So you are now allowed to take your personal quarantine bubble and combine it with one other family's bubble. So obviously I've combined with my parents. So now I'm not all alone anymore and I can go and see my parents. Now we're not allowed to go and see anybody else or go to anyone else's respective bubbles, but this is just more than what I could ask for, so I'm so happy. So like I said, it's a Friday, it's a work day for me. I'm just about to set up and answer some of my emails, and it's also 14 degrees out, which is the warmest that it's been here all year, or like in ages. I don't remember the last time it was this warm. And it might not seem like a lot, but we've had such low temperatures that I feel like we're all climatized here to be at like 4 degrees every single day or colder. So yeah, 14 feels really warm. Yeah, so I also found out that I have a package waiting for me from a good friend of mine who lives in Ottawa. And it's at the post office. The only problem is they didn't drop it off outside my door, so I have to go pick it up. She didn't put my name on it. She put Reine Chelsi, which means Queen Chelsi. I don't know what I'm gonna have to say at the post office to be like, yes, is there a package for Queen Chelsi? Or Reine Chelsi? Maybe they'll think that it's like part of my name or something, and maybe they won't know the French, I don't know. As you guys know, I've been uploading once a week and I've been trying to decide what the better day for me to film is, like whether it's Saturday or Sunday, but it seems to change with the weeks, and so I've been kind of playing around with uploading on Sundays or Mondays. I uploaded on Monday last week and it was kind of late when I uploaded because I work all day Mondays. So I've come to the conclusion that Sundays are the best day for me to upload because then I can get it up at a better time and I don't have to stress out about trying to edit a video while I'm working during the day. And it also gives you guys a chance to relax on your Sundays and watch it. So I think that might be the best day. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I've been using my new little mugs that I picked up and they make me so happy. So I'm gonna go grab that mug and make another cup of tea and then sit over here for a bunch of hours. I actually have some really fun projects I'm working on for the university, so looking forward to that. Tea time. I have my tea, cookies, notebook, and phone. I'm ready to go. Okay, so I'm going off to the post office now and I'm going to pick up the package. Fingers crossed they'll let me have it. I also need to pick up things like toilet paper, which is a hot commodity, and makeup remover. So I'm gonna head out now, but let me show you my outfit. I'm gonna get back in my closet so you can see most of it. I'm wearing this cardigan over a dress. This is a dress from Envy, which is kind of a local clothing store. It's one of my favorites, and they just went online. Oh, I forgot about that. You could only buy in person for a while. They kind of curate different items from a bunch of different designers, or like boutiques, I guess. So I'll link them down below. They've been selling a lot of loungewear though, so if you're in the market for some new loungewear, I'll put that down below. Like I said, this dress is from Envy. It's very flattering without the like cardigan over it, but I'm a little chilly and want to stay cozy today, so I have on my Aritzia cardigan that I love so much. My sunglasses, I'm gonna need some new sunglasses soon. I have worn these forever and they're a little scratched up, but they're from Aldo. And then on the bottom, I'm wearing my boots from Zara. These are just like combat-ish style boots and they're very comfy. I think I'm going to put this jacket on. This is a Ted Baker jacket that I got years ago. Still, it's not too heavy for this time of year. So a bit of a mismatch going on, but I still think it's kind of cute. And then I'm bringing my tote bag, which is LGBT representative. Inside Out is a Toronto Film Festival. They're really, really awesome. So yeah, I am ready to go. and ready to go out the door. I've been using I was using the new table that I picked up last week when I thrifted a bunch of furniture. This guy, so I'm gonna put him back now where he belongs. And I'm putting the table in this little corner, and I'm gonna get a tall plant to go on top of it. And then on this hook right here, I'm gonna hang a photo or a mirror, probably a mirror. But I think that will look really, really cute there. Okay, let's see what it's like outside. It's so warm. So I managed to get the package. They gave it to me, no problem whatsoever. I actually didn't check to see what name she put on it, so we'll open it up when I get home. So thank you so much, Anne, for sending this. I can't wait to open it up on camera. I'm very, very excited. Also got my hands on toilet paper. Very pleased. I was running low, down to 1 roll. Really didn't need a coat today. It is gorgeous out, and I'm so warm in the car right now, so I'm gonna roll my windows down and head back to my house. So I just got back and washed everything down. I'm just gonna show you what I picked up besides my toilet paper. I also got Chicago Mix popcorn because it is so good. It was just calling my name. It is cheddar and caramel popcorn. So good. Definitely going to snack on that this afternoon while I finish up some work. I also wanted to show you this. I have only been using a couple of products and my skin has been loving it lately. I also don't know if my skin just loves that I've been in one environment and so it just has gotten used to that, but I've been using the Simple wipes. Now I picked up the Simple micellar water because it seemed a little less wasteful, and also some organic cotton pads to take off my makeup with. And then I've just been using the Fresh moisturizer and the Fresh under eye cream. I need to order some more moisturizer. I'm almost out, but that's pretty much it. That's all I've been putting on my skin, and it just feels so good. I'm not wearing any foundation right now. I do have some concealer on, but it's like better than it's ever been. I feel like I'm bragging every time I say that, but I honestly think because I've been keeping to products that are very clean and very few of them. So, and I allow my skin to just get used to it. So that's been very nice. I also picked up some little, what are they called? Sticky notes. Because I have so many projects going on right now, and I don't know about you guys, but my brain feels like it's everywhere. And now that I'm on social media more, and I feel like I'm on the computer more, it's been really hard to categorize my thoughts and to make sure that I remember different things. So I got a set of 4 so I can color code my projects. I also picked up this, I picked up a Rimmel one. I didn't know it was Rimmel. Oh, I picked up a Rimmel lip liner. I thought it was something else, but it's in a nice pink color. It does not smell good. Ugh. Let's see what it looks like. Whoa, that's really pink. Yeah, I like it. I wanted something to brighten up my face. I'm just going to check to see how that looks in the mirror. And get a lip balm. Yeah, I really don't mind that color at all. So I have this Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss that I'm gonna put over top. Makes it a little bit more warm toned rather than a Barbie color. Yep, I'm into it. I just felt like having something bright on my lips. And last but not least, the package from my friend Anne. I was right, she put Reine Chelsi on it. I know that there's some masks that she made in here, so I can't wait to see them. Oh, she's way too sweet for sending me this. Okay, oh amazing! Okay, so there's there are a bunch in here. So she put in some masks. This one's for my dad. I can't wait to give them to my parents tonight. Okay, awesome. I'm so excited. Gonna tie my hair back for this one. We're getting serious. Oh, look at these face masks. Guys, they're beautiful and these are stunning. Oh my goodness. And you sprayed these with essential oils, didn't you? Oh, they smell so good. Clever. This one has elephants on it. This one has Frozen on it. Ah, that's amazing. Oh, and I think this one's for my mom. I'm gonna see if she wants one of the other ones too. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I can't wait to show my mom those later today. Oh, and you really didn't have to do this. Oh, this is from Sage, Road to Recovery Relieving Remedy Kit. Wow. Oh, there are 2 essential oils in here. and a little ointment. Yoga antibacterial mat spray. Oh, this is perfect because I have a mat and I've been looking for something to spray it with. Thank you. Oh, and this, what's this? A yoga grounding oil blend and, oh, a bracelet. I'm gonna put this on right now. It matches my outfit. What is this? Okay, the outside, it says chocolat au lait. Anne lives in the French area of Ottawa, so she often gives us French goodies, chocolates and cheese and such. I'm assuming there's not cheese in here because I don't know if that would survive the journey. Look at him! It's a little chocolate frog. Oh, this is awesome. What a really lovely surprise. Another cup of tea, some Chicago mix, and I have my Post-it notes. Okay, so I'm very excited because I'm going to put up a little calendar on this wall right here. I think it's the perfect spot for it because there's a nice amount of light, and then place them in a little grid on the wall. So I changed my mind on how I want to do these sticky notes because I went to go put them on the wall, but they were curling and it didn't look so great, and in my head I had a completely different vision. So then I thought, I'm just gonna keep them in their little stacks and then put them on my white desk, and then I can do little lists on each of them. So this is my desk, as you guys know. I've recently got this plant from my parents' garage. They had 2 big plants that they weren't using anymore, so I was like, I'll use them. So this is what I've done. With these 4 little sticky notes, I have Ecology of Being. So this is a environmental arts project that I'm currently working on. I'll probably talk more about this in another video because it is probably one of the coolest projects I've ever worked on. I have the School of Music, some consulting work that I'm doing, and then also my own music. So different projects that I'm working on or goals with my singing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm the kind of person that has a lot of ideas and tends to set a lot of those projects in motion, and sometimes they don't work out, but sometimes they turn into these very long, enjoyable projects that turn into work later on, or turn into something that gives me opportunities that I wouldn't otherwise have. YouTube being one of them. But since being in quarantine, sometimes it's a little tricky to wrap my head around what I have coming up next, what I should work on next, because I'm doing everything in the one space. And I really love being busy and moving about, and I have been really busy at home and keeping myself busy, but it's been taking a lot of concentration to keep that direct focus on projects when they need to be worked on. So this color coordination is going to really help me a lot, and also constantly taking notes as I've been going, because I find when I get things out of my head, get them onto paper, I can internalize it just a little bit more. Remember, you can be really gentle with yourself right now too, and I've been reminding myself that quite a bit, and it's really worked, and it's helped my productivity more. Because when I tell myself it's okay, everyone's in a really similar situation right now, I tend to allow myself to breathe, and I can pick back up when I'm ready instead of stressing and trying to push through this anxiety. That's been really helpful. My favorite thing to write my notes in, you might have seen earlier, is this notebook I have from Chapters. I bought this because it reminds me of Italy, and I really want to go back to the Cinque Terre. I went there years ago, and I would love to go back to Europe someday. Off way in the future. And what I also love about it is that it's refillable. So when I run out, I can still use the outside binder and just place an order on Chapters to get a new insert. And I checked the other day, the inserts are $6 or $6.50. Oh no, the one with the gold rings, that's $6.50. The one with the silver rings are $6. So it's not so bad as long as you're not paying shipping. And because I love this notebook so much, I reach for it and I use it, and it's been making me very productive. All of my important notes are in here. This is my baby. So that's a little tip if you want to start internalizing your progress and your projects. Get something you enjoy writing in, and it'll make a big difference. That being said, I don't use a written calendar anymore. I use my Google Calendar because it's always with me and I can always check, no matter where I am, what time my meetings are, what I can schedule. A lot of other people also use that app. So when they send me invites for meetings, they automatically go into my calendar. And I really love it because now I can see everything in the one place. So my phone, calendar, and then my written jot notes. Hello everyone, it is Saturday. I had an awesome time with my parents yesterday. We had the best pizzas. They were almost like open face sandwiches. They were so thick. They were so good. And my parents really appreciated the masks that Anne made them. Here's a picture of us wearing them yesterday. They're really gonna come in handy, especially now that some of the restrictions have been lifted surrounding Newfoundland and Labrador's quarantine. Like I said yesterday, we now can have a double bubble and my parents are mine, but it'll be interesting to see how this affects the community and what this means for future outbreaks. But in the meantime, we're loving each other's company and it's been so nice to see my parents. I can't describe how lovely it was just to get a hug from someone. It was so nice, and I've just been like by myself for so long, and even though my parents would drop by on a weekend or might have said hi from a distance to friends, when I got to hug my mom and dad, it was the best feeling in the whole wide world. And I'm certainly not going to take that for granted because I know there's a lot of people out there in very difficult situations. So I'm feeling really lucky today. It's laundry day today, so I'm presentable from the waist up, and on the bottom I'm wearing these velvety-ish pajama bottoms because I have no clean pants. I was gonna go out to the Ghouls and take a look at my parents' house again. You might have seen in my last vlog that I checked in on the renovations in their house. They're currently living in an apartment downtown close to where I'm living, and yeah, there's quite a lot of work to do in their house, but they might be back in a week's time. So that's really exciting for multiple reasons. I'm excited for them to be home, but also because the piano will then be back in the house, which means I'll be able to practice again and get my voice more in shape because I was doing so well at the beginning of the year, and it was really turning into a year of opportunities with singing. So of course I haven't been doing a whole lot of it lately besides little snippets on TikTok, just because I don't want to disturb my neighbors. I live in attached houses, so like a jelly bean row house, essentially, in downtown St. John's. All the houses are attached and are very old. There's no insulation, so I'm kind of scared to practice opera. Long story short, I was gonna go out and see my parents' house, but I have no pants. So, I don't know, maybe I can throw something together. I'm just in the process of going through my laundry, and you know what? It's my fault. It's been a very slow process because I spent most of the morning in bed watching Chateau Diaries. If you guys haven't checked out Stephanie's channel, Chateau Diaries, yet, I highly recommend it. What a beautiful channel. If you like very meticulous, well thought out vlogs about just history and decor and French living, that's the channel for you. It is a daydream. I've been struggling a little bit about what to show in my vlogs because I haven't really been doing very much. Like today I'm just relaxing and hanging out, and I don't know, I don't want to vlog me watching YouTube. It's kind of meta. But then I realized yesterday I talked about organizing your thoughts and really making things easier on yourself so you feel like you can accomplish what you need to, but in a really gentle way. So this is the perfect opportunity to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a little bit of time now. And that is a vocal retreat that I'm going to do for myself. I'm amazed at the creativity that people have shown while being in quarantine, and it's really inspired me to think outside the box. I have some goals for myself for singing for this year. That is the one thing that I love more in the whole wide world, and so I decided this year I was going to give myself the benefit of the doubt and allow myself to have opportunities that I didn't allow myself to do before because I was scared. The first step, though, is to get my voice back into shape. And that is a feat in itself, especially at the level that I used to be at. Being in a place where I can't really sing, I can do a lot of silent practicing, but it's not ideal. But then I thought, what would my ideal singing situation be? What would my ideal practice space be? And how can I turn this into something that can really, really help me and take the time that I need to do that? And while I was thinking about these things, I got an email from my place of work. And in this email, they reminded people to take their annual leave. And I thought, oh yeah, I have vacation time that I'm not using. I also have like a week of vacation I didn't use from last year. So I have all of this time that I need to use, and I think they're encouraging people to take this time because a lot of people are not going to think about taking vacation time while they're already at home. If you can work at home. I'm in a very, very lucky position, and woo, oh, there's a spider on my floor and it scared me. 1 second, I need to conquer that. Where did it go? Oh, it's big. Oh, I don't want to squish it. I always feel so bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh God. Oh, sadness. Oh, sadness. Oh. My girlfriend hates spiders, so I'm glad she's not here. How did that get in here? So like I was saying, I'm in a very lucky position where I'm still able to work, and I'm also in this position where I'm encouraged to take some vacation time. So I thought, how can I use my vacation time so that I'm abiding by the rules of self-isolation, but I'm doing it in a way that I can accomplish goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year? Well, I think we're going to plan that together today. I'm a little nervous, and I've been putting it off because I thought, oh, I want to figure this out first and this out first before I start planning it. But that was really just me avoiding it because I was kind of scared. And there's a lot of things that I'll need to prepare in order to practice properly and in a different space, but the now double bubble rule has made that a lot more likely for me to do. So yes, we're going to plan that today and see what that looks like. So then hopefully on Monday when I go back to work, I will choose the actual dates for this retreat. Okay, so I have my cup of tea. Admittedly, this is actually my second cup of tea because this took a little bit of time and some inspiration to get right. And I still don't know if it's quite right, but we're gonna go with it. I'll put all of my plans so far for this retreat weekend right here, which I think is pretty fitting because I have this velvet curtain that was left over from the previous tenant. Didn't really like it when I moved in, but I'm getting strangely attached to it. Kind of reminds me of a stage, and I love it. Let's start. First things first, a packing list. So on this packing list is a keyboard or piano. Depending on where I am, maybe I'll have to bring a keyboard with me, or maybe there'll be a piano, like my parents' house. My waist belt, which is something I want to start using again. I used to put a belt around my rib cage and around my waist to make sure that I was breathing properly when I was singing. Just use a piece of cloth or a belt that has some give to it. I want to bring a score along with me, whether that's a musical or an opera, an art song cycle, pencils and notepads, something like this guy, my computer and my charger, a notebook, my recorder. I plan on recording some of my practices and some of the pieces that I'm singing and send it along to my voice teacher. I was supposed to start voice lessons last week, but of course, like, that's not gonna happen. So I thought, I'm gonna record some of my singing and send it to my voice teacher and be like, what do you think? Give me some notes. My camera, battery, and charger, because I plan on vlogging the whole thing. A tripod or two, and some mint tea. I don't know, that just seemed like a necessity at the time, but to be real, I should be drinking a lot of water during this. Now, I have a funny feeling that my packing list is going to expand. This is just the musical packing list, not things like what I'm gonna wear or what I'll probably need to bring with me for food or anything like that. This is just what I might need musically. Next up is my goals. I thought about this a lot. What did I want to accomplish in a couple of days? I'm planning on doing a 3-day retreat because I think that's more than enough. So just like any goal you want to accomplish, I'm starting at step 1 and focusing on step 1. And that is to practice technique. So I'm not going away to learn an entire role or an entire song cycle or just to, you know, pile up my repertoire and learn 1,000 different things. My one goal is to practice how I sound and my technique. And that is the foundation of your voice. If you're practicing anything, especially music, I can really speak to music practice and some curling practice. This also applies to curling. You want to practice on how you're doing what you're doing, because that's going to make everything else a lot easier along the way. And so a part of that means to warm up my voice again and make sure everything is working, and to create some really solid warm-ups and to find ones that I used to use that I love and maybe change up some ones that aren't so great for me anymore. And finally, to go along with that, is to practice score study, which I also think is fundamental. I haven't sat down with a score and wrote out the IPA, which is the International Phonetic Alphabet, and wrote out like all the IPA and all of the literal meanings and the poetic meanings, and studying what every character is saying, and looking at different languages. Like, I used to do that all the time. But of course, I haven't done that in a huge capacity because I work a full-time job now, and it's really going to take this kind of focus and this kind of dedication for me to really get back into that score study. Like, imagine studying for a chemistry test right now after not doing chemistry since high school. Like, it's not easy. It takes so much concentration. So those are the 3 main things for that getaway. And if I can walk away saying I practiced my technique, I warmed up my voice again, and I practiced my score study, I'll be so happy with that. So the fun part, what is day 1, 2, and 3 going to look like in this kind of setup? I think that after I do this once, the next time I'm going to do it, I'll learn from my mistakes and do it slightly differently. But right now I'm looking at a day that runs 8 to 5. And I thought that would be nice because it would give me evenings to do whatever I wanted, whether that's editing or just watching Netflix or whatever I want to do. Day 1, 2, and 3 all look the same, and that was really important to me because routine is everything. 8 o'clock, breakfast, or getting ready, whatever I need to do between 8 and 9. 9 o'clock is a warm-up. And that will kind of bleed into 10 o'clock, which is practice. So I kind of have 9 to 11 practice and warming up. This is going to be very loose. Like, if I warm up for 15 minutes and then practice for 30 minutes or 45 minutes. That's really going to depend on my endurance, and practice doesn't mean phonating. It doesn't mean you have to make sound for those 2 hours. It means just focusing on the music at hand. So then after warm up and practice, I have score study. So I feel like the morning is a little loose depending on how long I can actually make sound comfortably without hurting myself. And so score study is going to make up for that. Whatever it is that I'm practicing, I'm going to sit down with the score, I'm gonna study it. So lunch is at 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock is movement. So this will keep me going because I find around 1 or 2 o'clock is the time of day where I can't really concentrate on anything. I've learned that in my 9 to 5, that's the time of day that it will take me forever to finish a task. And then around like 3 o'clock, I'm getting enlightened again. Whether that's yoga, going for a walk, any kind of movement, just to get up and go and not have to think too much. Then at 2 o'clock, I'm going to do a listening. I would like to do some discovery there and find some new repertoire, so that will be a great way to do that. 3 is score study again, so getting right back at what I was concentrating on earlier that morning. And then 4 o'clock is a masterclass. Now, how do you have a masterclass with just one person? Well, there are so many incredible masterclasses on YouTube. You can find masterclasses on YouTube from famous opera singers, from coaches, from voice teachers with accomplished careers, from all sorts of singers. So that will be a really cool way to incorporate a masterclass-like setting into this retreat, and that I'm excited to plan. Finally, ending at 5 o'clock with supper. So I'll just take my time, make supper, and then do whatever I want. So this is what a day is gonna look like. Now you're probably wondering, where are you gonna do this? I plan on either doing the first retreat at my parents' house, or I may have a place that I can go all by myself that follows government regulations, but I'll have to bring a keyboard with me, and it will be only me in a really old house for 3 days. I really want to do that option, but we're going to have to see how it goes. I think this is going to be so much fun, because I think in the evenings I'll make nice suppers and like FaceTime with people and bring some like nice cheese and teas and really delicious things with me, and really make it a retreat and not feel like it's just like a work week. It's something that I can enjoy, eating things that I love, doing something I love, and feeling inspired. That will be really awesome. I hope this was interesting for you guys and not too boring, but I'm really excited about this idea. Let me know in the comments down below what you've been doing to pass your time, or if you've had to get creative in other ways of your life. Personally, I'm just excited, regardless of the current situation, to allow myself to have the opportunities that I didn't allow myself to do before. There's been a lot of things over the past couple of years that I've been scared to do, and a lot of it stems from, you know, other people's opinions or what they thought I should do, and I am a people pleaser. So I'm learning to really think about, like, what do I actually want? And why not just go for it? Because in the end, if it doesn't fully work out, at least I tried, and I have lots of things to enjoy and to work towards, and hey, nothing's gonna stop me now. This has been a pretty relaxing Saturday. I think for supper, I might use up some of the vegetables in my fridge and make a curry of sorts. Nothing fancy, it's actually jarred curry. I just had such a nice chat on the phone with my girlfriend while I made supper. I ended up making some quinoa with some curry. This is like just a jar of butter chicken curry, and then I put cauliflower and corn and spinach and mushrooms and onions in it. So not authentic, but it's gonna taste yummy. And then I also have a little bit of ginger ale. So I'm gonna eat this and edit some of my video and come back later for dessert. All right, I had my supper. It was okay. Not the best thing I've ever made, but it was really tasty and warming. And now I have my cup of hot chocolate and my music mug, and I'm gonna go off to bed, finish up editing my vlog, and call it a night. Let's be real, I'm probably not gonna finish the vlog tonight, but I'll have it up at a really nice time for you guys on a Sunday. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching today's vlog. I can't wait to see what we get up to in the next couple of vlogs. And be sure to subscribe if you want to stay updated. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope your families are safe and well. And I hope to see you really, really soon. Bye! I have to taste this hot chocolate.